I shipped off to boot camp less than 3 months after my 18th birthday. At the end of an ominous bus ride through the swamps of South Carolina, we arrived on Parris Island. For the next 3 months, my life was scarred by physical intimidation, witnessing physical abuse, and psychological trauma. New recruits are sleep deprived and gorged on water to the point of inducing vomiting fits, while our drill instructors are yelling in our ears that Jodi is back home banging our girlfriends, our sisters, and even our mothers. I was introduced to colorism by our lead drill instructor, who was a tall, dark-skinned man. I was high yella, uppity nigger, and worse in his attempts to break me. I would say I was already self-aware and these games didn't work on me, but I'd be lying. I would like to say I stood up for those who were targeted as other than straight, for they suffered the worst verbal and actual physical torture in some cases. Again, I would be lying. These fear tactics robbed us of our humanity. Studies show that military PTSD first occurs in basic training as a self-defense mechanism. I, like my brothers who made it through the crucible, was stripped of my moral compass. I was turned into a weapon to be deployed wherever, whenever. The problem is killers with no enemies to fight on battlefields create enemies within. And the sad truth is that every day in this country, 22 veterans commit suicide. With no defined enemies to fight, innocent family members, fellow servicemen, and women, the surrounding civilian populations, and even one's own children often become the enemy of these killing machines. In 1994, I was deployed to Okinawa, and I was stationed on Camp Schwab in 1995 when a 12-year-old girl was brutally raped by 2 Marines from my own base and 1 sailor. A New York Times article written in 1995 stated, Americans in Okinawa accounted for 4.2% of the population, but 11.5% of felonies like murder, rape, and robbery. A report which was prepared by the city of Nago in Okinawa in 2016 tallies nearly 6,000 arrests of U.S. military between 1972 and 2015. And those are only the arrests. How many crimes were not reported? How many military criminals were never caught? Right now, the U.S. spends 4 times more on the military than on housing, education, jobs, and other basic human needs combined. As a husband and full-time father of 2 young boys, and as a member of Veterans for Peace, I charge our government to repair the torn moral fiber of this country. I believe reviving the Poor People's Campaign can help this nation fulfill its original promise and loftiest goals to be a land where all men and women, regardless of race, religion, or creed, can live freely and happily in the pursuit of happiness. My name is Miles, Megacyph. Mental energies gather and circulate in positive harmony. I was a Marine from 1992 to 1996.